Okay, people, let's do this one more time. My name is Ramsey. I'm a comic store owner. I organize conventions. I'm in a band, and I'm a lifelong pop culture fan. And I'm lucky enough to be surrounded by it every day of my life. Welcome to Ramsey vs. Comics.
Are we live? Can you hear me? What's up, guys? Hey, it's Ramsey with Ramsey vs. Comics. Let me make sure all my settings on my computer are good. Audio looks good. Cutoff live show. This is where I go over everything that is on FOC. FOC stands for Final Order Cutoff. It's what comic shops, when they place their final orders for any comics coming out roughly about a month from now. So this stuff comes out July 21st, and that's when this is going to hit shelves. But this is the time that you plan. This is the time that you think about, okay, what's going to be hot? You got to be, if you want to make money in this, if you just want to read them, well, hey, maybe you get them, maybe you don't, right? Because sometimes these comics sell out. But if you want to make money selling comics, flipping comics, this is what you do. You plan ahead and you talk to your local comic book store and you say, hey, I want 25 copies of Nice House on the Lake or whatever. And you pre-order it before final order cutoff. So final order cutoff is this next Monday for stuff coming from Marvel, Boom, Image, Dark Horse, and a lot of others. For DC, it happens on Sunday. We did the DC show yesterday, and that was our first one. So this is our second one. You know, there's still going to be a lot of bugs. If I say something wrong, correct me in the chat, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. So thank you for joining us. Okay, let me get my windows going here. All right. So now you should be seeing the screen that I am seeing. This is the Diamond website. Right now, they're the only place you can get Marvel, Image, Dark Horse comics from. The main distributor, that's going to change coming around October. They're going to lose, well, not completely lose, but they're going to become a secondary, distributor for Marvel. Marvel is going to another company called Penguin Random House, who you may have heard of. And they're going to be the main Marvel distributor. Diamond will have to buy this FOC show will change. All right. So, like I said, this is stuff that's coming out about a month from now. And now is the time to kind of plan your speculation purchases on what you think is going to go up. For example, last time I did FOC for my store, I saw that Nice House on the Lake, #1 from DC Comics, written by Tinian, was coming out. And basically anything he's written, Something's Killing the Children, Department of Truth, it spikes, the Batman stuff. And so I decided to order heavy, not just for the store, but also for my personal collection. If one of these days I'll give you a tour of my office and you'll see all the boxes, stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of comics that I have that I'm speculating on. And what I do, and maybe some of you guys out there might want to do, is me personally, I buy them from the store, from my store, obviously, for my own personal collection, and then I sell them as I need to. So for example, Nice House on the Lake, once it hits about 25 bucks, it might already be there. A page book or a grail of mine, an older comic book, obviously I'll keep a few for myself, but that's how I'm able to acquire, more expensive older books for my personal collection, by flipping moderns. I'm spending $4, selling it later for 25, 30, 40, sometimes 50, 60, depending if there's a variant or a secret variant like in Department of Truth. And that's how I get my my awesome collection going, which one of these days I'll give you a tour if you want to see it. I don't know, maybe you guys don't really care. But okay, so we're going to start right up here. So IDW Marvel Action Spider-Man. Oh, actually, we're on page 3 for some reason. Let me see, previous. Here we go. So Apex Legends #2. So yesterday I took a lot of time on the DC one because I was reading all the text that you see there on the screen. I'm not going to do that this time because it took like an hour to get through very few comics. But I'm kind of keeping an eye on the chats. Whoa, thank you, Morphin Mania. That's good to know. I'm gonna keep an eye on the chats. I'm simulcasting right now both on YouTube and Facebook. Hopefully they're both working fine. And if you have any questions, you want me to go back and look at something, just let me know and I'll try to go back. But I do have a band rehearsal Tuesday nights, and they're pretty pissed that I'm not there already. But oh well, I committed to doing this on YouTube for you guys and kind of for myself as a refresher of what we need to order. So final order cutoff, one more time, is the last chance comic book stores have to place the orders for certain comics. Yes, we can place an order after they come in or after the fact, but we're not guaranteed to get them. And most of the time we don't, especially if it's a hot book, we're not going to get anymore. So that's why this is very important. From this day, you have a little less than a week to be able to ordering, 100 copies, 20 copies or something like that. Maybe it's something you want to add to your subscription list or your pull list. Anyway, that's what this show is for. All right, so from Dark Horse, and here I can scroll down. These are all the companies that are offering FOC for this week. Ablaze, Action Lab, Aftershock, Archie, Boom, DE, Dark Horse, Fantagraphics, Humanoids, IDW, Image, Marvel, PHR, Penguin Random House, I believe that's what that stands for. Oni Press, Scout, Titan, Toys and Models is, not a comic, obviously. Vault Comics, and Xenoscope. So we're just going to go in the order that they present them here. So Apex Legends Overtime #2 is coming out. That one has only one cover, not something I'm reading. Black Hammer #2, cover A. You can see right here. I wish these blew up bigger. So there's some buzz on Black Hammer. I think it's been picked up for a TV show or a movie or something, I believe. That is cover B by maybe Jill Thompson. Yeah, Jill Thompson. Buckaroo Banzai. Buck, let the Bronco buck. You won't get that. It's unless you anyway, pause, time out. You got to check out the Rob Liefeld podcast. I listen to it all the time, where he's just reminiscing on stuff or like educating people on the history of comics, and it's great. And he has this "Let the Bronco buck," which is, I guess, a Todd McFarlane quote, and it is so funny, and he does such a good impression. Anyway, Critical Role, Vox Machina, Origins #3. This is something I've been wanting to read, but since I missed the first series, I've just never caught up, and I don't get to read as many comics as I wish I could. But anyway, Critical Role, that is cover, the only cover, #3 of 6. Tales from Harrow County Fair Folk, #1. That's cover A. And all this stuff is from Dark Horse, by the way, if I didn't say it. And this is cover B. That's a pretty scary cover. Very scary cover. By Tyler Crook, apparently. Triumph of the Wizard King trade paperback, #3. Is this a comic or more of I guess it's a comic. Vampire Hunter D Omnibus. So this is something that I want to get just because I like a Vampire Hunter D. And the artist Amano. Let me see. Hello. Anybody that's watching over there? Morphin, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. That's very nice of you to feel that way right now. Bermuda. So here is a #1 that you might want to consider getting. Let me see if I can zoom in a bit so you can see that cover a little bit better. Is that Arthur Adams? Yeah, it is Arthur Adams doing the cover on that one. I believe this one is one that's on Key Collector. Key Collector is an app where you can kind of see future keys, current keys, anything that's heating up. They send you alerts. It's a pretty handy tool, and I do have it open right here, and I do use that for the basis when we're doing our final order cutoff to know, hey, what's probably going to be hot. And this is one of them, and they say it's going to be hot because they said Harrow County also will be hot, but I don't see anything about First Arrival is about to change. everything. So I guess this is going to be the first appearance of all these characters. $4.99 Arthur Adams cover, at least that one was. That is Terry Bradshaw. Okay, so not Terry Bradshaw, I think he's a wrestler. Nick Bradshaw. He is very Arthur Adams like. Arthur Adams is one of my favorite. Incentive, that's why it has an RI up there. Retailer incentive A. And basically they give us one of these to sell for more than cover price, to kind of coax us into buying at least 10 copies of it or more. And that way, if say 5 copies don't sell, but that incentive does sell at a higher price, it makes up what we spent, and we're not stuck with these issues that we can't sell, because that is the number one thing that gets comic book stores in trouble, is buying too much, buying stuff they can't sell. Comic books, you know, if you've ever been to a comic store, hopefully you have, you look at a rack, there's a ton of comic books, and not everything sells. Eventually it gets bagged and boarded, put into those back issue bins. Once it gets there, 90% chance it's not gonna sell unless some specific person once in a while comes in looking for that specific title, or it happens to heat up. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But if you compare the amount that heat up versus the amount of comics printed every month, it's very one-sided. So this helps the retailers. Here's a 1 in 25. So we may order 1 for every 25 that we order, and usually these will sell for about ratio. That's why it says RIB, retailer incentive B. They sell for about ratio. So if it's 1 in 25, usually it's $25. Sometimes less, sometimes more. So it just depends. All right. And then we have a 1 in 50 as well, and this is a virgin variant, meaning that it doesn't have any of the trade dressing, basically the logos or anything like that. It's like a, you know, just the artwork standing on its own. All right, let me get out of there. Oof, I think I zoomed out too far. I'll just zoom out and leave it there. Okay, and then that'll probably be easier for you all to read also. Hey, there you go. I'm learning, guys. All right, hello, Sarai. Thank you for joining us. Okay, if you have any questions on any of this, drop me a comment. If you're just in here watching, drop me a comment in the comment section so I know you're here. Comic book history of animation trade paperback. Godzilla, Monsters and Protectors, number 4 is another one. That's cover A right there. And that's cover B, a photo cover of old school Godzilla. Those are still real funny to me. I used to watch Godzilla all the time. Then we have a 1 in 10 incentive, like I said earlier. For every 10 that we order, they'll give us one of these special ones to sell at a higher price, to help offset any that are left over. Marvel Action Chillers trade paperback. Why are we seeing Marvel Comics and IDW together in a listing? So Marvel Comics sublet, I guess, some of their characters to IDW for them to publish more kid-friendly stories. And so this is Marvel Chillers, I guess, kind of like a horror, you know, version for kids, or just some of the spookier stuff. Apparently Ironheart, Riri Williams, and Doctor Strange are appearing on this one. What else we got? Marvel Action Spider-Man number 4. So this is another one on Key Collectors, Future Keys. And it's on there because it's the first appearance of somebody named Screwball, I believe. Let me see. First appearance of Screwball, described as a mysterious, but it could be the IDW introduction of a character introduced in The Amazing Spider-Man 559. We won't know until it comes out. And that was poorly written, Nick, from Key Collector. I think there's a word. Oh, comma, described as mysterious, but it could be. Okay, I take it back, Nick. You're great. All right. Then we have, let's go to page 3. There's 29 pages of these, so hopefully you guys are actually interested in what is coming out. This is the 1 in 10 incentive. Oh, and sometimes we have to place our orders without any idea of what the cover is going to look like. This is a 1 in 10 copy. For every 10 we order, we get to order one of these retailer incentives, but we don't know what it's going to look like And sometimes the artwork plays a big role on whether these things are going to sell or not. In that case, probably by Sunday or Monday, we'll look up who Ariana Florian is and see what her artwork is like to kind of gauge, what the cover will look like. I hate it when that happens because, like, this is pretty important stuff. Like, if it's a really cool cover and we think everybody's going to want it, we'd order more of these, banking on these retailer incentives selling so that any leftover, which will probably be a bunch, aren't costing us a lot of money after we sell those. All right, something pretty crazy. Transformers, the magic of Cybertron. So this is number 4, and it is the crossover between Transformers and My Little Pony. So I think that's pretty funny, but it does sell pretty good. 3-4 copies I think we sell. Here's cover B, and they're looking off into those space squids, some kind of meteor shower, I don't know, magic raining down. And here is the 1 in 10 incentive cover. Wow, that looks cool. All right, then we got Sonic the Hedgehog number 43. This is cover A, and cover B has the same image, strangely. So they probably accidentally uploaded the wrong artwork, or they don't have it and just decided to upload that one at the moment. Okay, so then and then a 1 in 10 that does not have artwork either. So oh well. Star Trek Voyager 7's Reckoning trade paperback for those of Star Trek fans out there. Voyager fans or whatever series you like. There's usually a lot of comics, that continue the adventures or give more insight into certain, episodes. So these are popular with Star Trek fans, like Jay Whitten. He's a huge Star Trek fan. He's a buddy of mine, and he actually, I think, sold a script for Deep Space Nine for one of their episodes, I believe. So that's a pretty cool notch under his belt. Star Wars High Republic Adventures number 6. So the next, area of the Star Wars universe we're going to be exploring in the movies soon, anyway, which I believe is going to be called Acolyte. Star Wars Acolyte is the High Republic era. And this is High Republic Adventures, so this is more geared towards kids. This is also on Galaxy prepares for its Republic fair, other than it's been pretty popular. Court and Farzala leave their Padawan friends to join in on the effort to fight against the fearsome Drengr. And in this first issue of the 2-part adventure, maybe it's the first appearance. No, I think the Drengr already appeared. I don't know. I'm not reading Adventures at the moment, so I don't know why. That's cover A. Let me show it to you. And I like that forced perspective. This is that's a 1 in 10 cover that they don't have the artwork for, so apparently they're just uploading whatever. And I guess it's just those 2 covers, but we don't know what the 1 in 10 is going to look like, unfortunately. All right, so Usagi Yojimbo number 21. So I believe this is going to be the first full appearance, unless the other one was the first full appearance, of a new character named Yukichi in the Usagi Yojimbo universe. So this one might be one to check out. There's a 1 in 10, no artwork for that. All right, so that's IDW. Now we're moving on to Image. So this is Ascender number 17. If you've been following Ascender, I believe, by Lemire, he also wrote Sweet Tooth, which is now Netflix, but I believe this one is, or was, Descender and Ascender are in some kind of, I don't know, production limbo maybe, but at some point they're probably going to be produced for television or a movie. Chew number 6, and that is also only 1 cover. Then we got Compass number 2. Haven't read number 1, but this girl is apparently tied upside down. The Cauldron of the Eternal Life. So that's issue 2. And then we got Deadly Class number 47. Looks like that's cover A. And then we got cover B. That's a cool cover. Usually, I think it's the cover A's usually go up more unless cover B has exceptional artwork. That one does look pretty cool. I don't know. I like that one too. Stylized, dark. Don't know. Can't decide. Don't know if I'll be specking on that or not. Excellence number 11. Another one that I've been wanting to check out, but I have not. There's cover A. This is cover B by Robin Ha. And then what does it say there? Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. It says on the cover. All right, home number 4. So I ordered a bunch of number 1s for me to spec on. It's about a kid crossing the border. They actually show like the McAllen border in the comic, which I thought was cool. And the kid gets his powers, I guess, as he's crossing the border or when they get caught. And anyway, I will be getting that one. I haven't read issue 1 yet or 2. I think 3 hasn't come out and 4 is next. So that was cover A. This is cover B. Homesick Pilots number 7. I love the colors on this cover. That's cover A. This is cover B. Pretty much all the comics are doing, you know, more than one comic, more than one cover. Hoping that you'll, you know, it'll entice you more. What's up, Eddie? How are you doing? Thank you for watching. Entice you to buy maybe 2 covers if you like it a lot. Or if you like one cover better, it might entice you to buy that one. Inkblot number 10. Then we got Jules Verne, Lighthouse number 4. Look at that crazy cover. That looks pretty awesome. That's cover A. Then we got cover B, a little less awesome. And cover C, which is a black and white-ish with bluish on there. Is this I guess that one's all you can order as well. All right, Jupiter's Legacy Requiem number 2. I saw Jupiter's Legacy on Netflix, and I thought it was good. It took a while to get good, but I thought it was good. Sad that it's not coming back in that form. It is a spin-off of it is coming back called Super Crooks, and that's another comic by Mark Millar. But at some point they may bring it back. You don't know if it's gone for good, you know. So here, more than likely, there's going to be new characters introduced. So if that's something you want to spec on, you know, you can look to grab Jupiter's Legacy Requiem, I guess 1 through 12. This is cover C, black and white. I guess it doesn't say if it's an incentive, so maybe it's all we can order. And then the Netflix cover number D, that's from the show. Oh, look, it says Quietly Express. And Frank Quitely was the artist on the original Jupiter's Legacy. So that's a little Easter egg there. All right, and then we got Carmen number 5. I ordered some Carmen number 1. Still haven't read them. Yes, bad me. In the moving final issue of Gilliam March's gripping tale, the fate of Catalina's soul and body hang in the balance. If that interests you, then this is something you wanna grab. Philadelphia, number 15. That's a cool, crazy cover. Looks Ashley Woodish. Who's this? Jason Shaw Alexander. Apparently he does the art on the inside too. Have not checked out Philadelphia. I've seen it on the shelf. This is cover B by Paul Pope. Looks cool. And Made in Korea number 3. What do the lights on your proxy mean? I do not know. That's looks like that's the only cover for that one. Manifest Destiny. This looks like it's the only cover for it too. That's kind of cool. All right, what else we got? Moonshine number 27. Also, so all this stuff comes out, if you're just joining us or you're tuning in late, July 21st at your local comic stores. Nocterra, Scott Snyder's new title, with Tony Daniel. That's cover A. Then we got cover B. That's kind of cool. I like the angle there. Cover C. So many covers, so many variants. Jeez. This is Oblivion Song by Robert Kirkman. That's number 32. And then we got Old Guard Tales Through Time. This is the third series of Old Guard. If you look on Netflix, there's an Old Guard movie that was really, really good. If you saw that and you want to know what happens after, this is what you watch or read to know before the next movies come out. I believe it has been picked up for part 2, and yeah, this is cover B. And cover C. All right, and then we got Post Americana number 7, last issue of that title. Radiant Black number 6, another one that I've been meaning to get to. Yeah, I haven't been reading very much lately. This is cover B. And a 1 in 25, I guess, retailer incentive variant. I don't know if it will not have any text. Sometimes they show it like this and they throw it on there anyway. Usually when it doesn't, it'll say Virgin variant, but this one does not, so I don't know if that's going to be the final thing that you see. All right, Savage Dragon numbers 262. Then we got the retro trade dress. Makes it look like an old Marvel comic. I don't know what the point of that is. Scumbag number 10, cover A. I like that art. That's pretty crazy. And cover B. It looks like a movie poster. That Trans Am looks awesome. That looks crazy. I think I might have to check out Scumbag. All right. Shadecraft. Here's another one that got picked up by Netflix right before issue 1 came out. So if you were... actually, it was before even FOC was due. So, if you're paying attention, sometimes you can really win. I think this is probably selling for like $15 last I checked. Maybe more. Number 1 anyway was. And so this is because it was picked up for Netflix, so everybody started buying it up and flipping it on eBay for more. Anyway, they're already on issue 5 pretty soon. Silver Coin number 4, cover A. I wonder if that has to do with like silver coin Jesus or something. There's like an upside down cross there. I don't know, maybe. 6 Sidekicks of Trigger Keaton number 2. Wow. This is cover B. And Spawn number 320. That is an awesome cover. He always does 3 covers. Let's see what the next one looks like. Oh, this is the one he draws, and he always draws it. Oh, yeah, he always draws it super late. So we really won't know, but we always know the McFarlane covers sell really well. So we ordered several of those. And Matina also, that cover is not available. Still Water number 9. Summoner's War. I like that artwork. I like the cartoony stuff. Legacy number 4. That Texas Blood number 8, about zombies. All right, that's cover B. Looks very Texas-y. Time Before Time number 3, and cover B. Undiscovered Country number 14, that's A. This is B. And then, so we got vinyl number 2 of 6. All this is from Image Comics already, I believe. I'm already way over here. Radiant Black, Skybound, Undiscovered Country. Yeah, so we're already on page 8. Walking Dead Deluxe number 19. So this is something you guys might want to pick up. Walking Dead started over from number 1, but what they're doing is now these are being released in color. So the original Walking Deads were in black and white. Now they're releasing them in color, and this is the first appearance of Michonne in color. So that's something you might want to pick up if you're a Walking Dead fan, or if you consider maybe it might go up. Here is cover B. All right, so then we're going on. There's cover C. Oh, not available. Cover D. Oh, not available. And cover E. Wow, that's a lot of covers. Not available. Cover F by Rob Liefeld. Not available. Cover G. Holy G's. Cover H. Okay, so that was a lot of covers there. Crazy. Masters of the Universe Revelation. So there's a new toy line that looks really cool. And a new, I guess, Netflix series by Kevin Smith that's coming out called Masters of the Universe Revelation. This is issue 1. It serves as a prequel to the Netflix animated series. So if that excites you, definitely pick these up. That looks like a really cool cover. That's cover A. This is cover B by Mike Mignola. Not a big fan of it. Very, very stylized. Some people, absolutely love his stuff. I think on Hellboy, it works. Not so much, looking at a skinny ass He-Man that looks like he's 90 years old. I don't know. That's just me. If you love Mignola, I'm sorry. But this is definitely not my favorite cover. Definitely going to be under ordered though, so maybe that's the one that spikes because nobody's going to want it. I don't know. You make your own decisions. That one's definitely the superior cover. I don't know. I feel bad. Maybe like Mignola's like real old and can barely draw anymore. But honestly, I think that's just his style. He likes drawing, weirdly like this, like that. At least, post 90s. And now we're Tales. Okay, Harrow Country Fair Folk. So this one is, again, on Key Collectors Future Keys list. So you might want to consider picking that up. I think that was I don't know what that was. Oh, shoot. It sent me on a weird tangent. Okay, anyway. What was it? Siphon? Did we do Siphon? Well, that's weird. Okay, so I won't use this thing again. Siphon looks pretty cool. Number 1 of 3 from Image Comics. Looks when a fast-living EMT is entrusted with the power to sense and siphon pain from others. Blah, 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 blah. So that's probably one I'll grab a couple issues from. Stillwater. I think we already did that. Okay, I think we got... Oh, Skybound X. Don't know what Skybound X is. Number 3, third chapter of Rip Grimes 2000 plus a Ripping Murder Falcon. So I guess like it's a... like kind of like Marvel Tales Presents, like a bunch of small stories set in the Skybound worlds, and it doesn't look like there's any artwork for any of those. Let me see. Nope. Okay, so anyway, there's a bunch of covers. 1 in 10 incentive, black and white. Another black and white. All right, so we're going to move on to Marvel. So Alien number 5. This is the first appearance of the Alpha Xenomorph, the full appearance. I think it's been cameoed. It's come out here and there, but this is the full actual appearance. Usually that's the one to spec on. Not that the others won't go up, they will. Usually the first full appearance is the one that you want. Just like in Incredible Hulk 180, Wolverine appears on the last page, is considered a cameo, worth significantly less than 181 where he appears in the whole story. So this is definitely something if you're looking to sell later down the line, especially since Marvel, Disney acquired the Alien franchise and they're doing a TV show, an Alien TV show set on Earth. they're probably going to be pulling from these comics. And if they do, this is definitely going to spike. Probably going to spike as soon as it comes out. Maybe start going for double price just because that's the market now. Anyway, Alpha Xenomorph first appearance right there. Is there a second cover for it? It's Marvel. Of course there is. So here we go. That is the Gian Giordano variant. I massacred that too. I'm sorry. And there is a La Roca variant. And there is a Suayan variant. Haha, that's pretty cool. And let me see what else. Ooh, okay. Amazing Fantasy #1. Experience these heroes like never before. So that looks freaking insane. Captain America or somebody much like him with an axe. Maybe that's Conan. I don't know. He's got a loincloth, a furry loincloth, or furry underwear with a Captain America shield, which has arrows through it, which is weird. So they must be like vibranium or adamantium arrows. And there's like a goblin and a princess. Maybe it's like kind of like an Elseworld thing going on here. The most iconic versions of your favorite Marvel characters from across time and space all wake up on an island of intrigue, darkness, and amazing fantasy. Are they dead? Are they dreaming? Or have they been truly transported to another fantastical realm? And is there any way for them to return home? This isn't just a love letter to your favorite Marvel eras. It's a reinvestment in the seminal characters you've always loved, plucked from their quintessential timelines, brought to you by Carrie Andrews. This is one you've been waiting for, true believers. It's amazing. It's one amazing fantasy for the ages. That's cover 1. This is cover 2, or cover B. And then this is cover... Oh, this is a hidden gem variant. So here it tells us we got to order 50 copies, you know, to be able to qualify for this cover, which is all right. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's Simone Bianchi, who does really good work. But that first one is just so crazy and so much like the old, you know, the old Frazetta and Boris Vallejo paintings. Here's another one. Looks like they're all going up against a dragon. This was a 1 in 25 variant. So we have to order 25 copies to get one of those as an incentive to try to order more. Captain Marvel. Is that the last one? Yeah. Captain Marvel number 30. All right. And then we got cover B, Dodson variant. Then we got the Liefeld Deadpool 30th anniversary. So probably Deadpool's going to be like behind in the background of a lot of these covers. So if you're a Deadpool fan, maybe you want to pick that up. This is the Marvel anime version. They had gotten Peach Momoko, who's a popular artist, I guess at this point, to do cards for their card sets, and so now they're reprinting them as covers, and they do look cool. I do like them. I think that's all you can order. Yes, it is. And then we got Extreme Carnage Phage. So Flash Thompson is back, and apparently he is Phage, and he looks like a cross between Wolverine and I don't know, Doomsday and Carnage. After the shocking revelations of Extreme Carnage Scream, Carnage sets its sights on the Phage symbiote. Or is that Carnage? I don't know. Carnage isn't the only familiar face on the board, though. After a rendezvous with his student, Andy Benton, Flash Thompson is back and ready for a fight. Okay, so that's not Phage. That's not Flash Thompson. I think he'll look different. I don't know. Maybe that's... I don't know who that is. Maybe that is him. Or that's a new Carnage. I haven't read Extreme Carnage, so I'm not too sure. This is a 1 in 10 design variant. For every 10 copies, we can order one of those. This is a connecting cover, not available. It comes in 9 parts, so you have to buy all 9 issues to get it, and it makes like a, I guess, whatever, a triptych, which would be 3 parts, but 9 parts would be niniptych. I don't know, something like that. All right. And then here's the Scotty Young cover. That's cute. Oh, I better not go that way. I better do it this way because it'll skip some stuff. All right, so this is a symbiote variant. So I guess Phage is yellow. That's a 1 in 50. Not super enticing to order 50, you know, for just a, I don't know. You know, Marvel phones it in a lot on some of these covers, unfortunately. And then we saw the Scotty Young. All right, so Gamma Flight number 2. They're like Alpha Flight, but they're Gamma Flight. And that's number 2. I think that's a Wills Portacio cover. Then we got a Pacheco connecting variant, and all these are going to connect to make a big thing. I guess it's 5 issues down here. It'll tell me 1 through 5. And so this is one of the ways we make our decisions on what we're ordering. Scotty Young variants. There's people that exclusively collect those. Guardians of the Galaxy 16 ANHL. What does that stand for? Annihilation. Okay. The last Annihilation starts here. Okay, so Annihilus is back, apparently. I think this is just me thinking out loud. I think Annihilation will be one of the next crossovers in the Marvel Universe. So I don't think Annihilus is going to be far off from being introduced. From the Negative Zone, they'll probably bring him in when they bring in the Fantastic Four. And then that's going to be the next big thing that they got to fight, which is his Annihilation Wave. And who will annihilate them all? I don't know. Is that not Annihilus? Maybe he looks different. Maybe that's the way he's going to look in the MCU. And they're hiding it from you to not spoil it. So maybe this is something you might want to consider picking up as well. Give me 1 second. Let me just look through this really quick. All right. Aliens. All right. Okay, so here's another Momoko anime variant. Some artwork she did for some Marvel cards. And Heroes Reborn, if you're into the whole Heroes Reborn thing, that's been happening in the Marvel. It's the latest Marvel crossover. They promised no more crossovers, and then a month later they retracted and started doing crossovers again. They said they were going to give us a break. They did not, other than COVID, but that doesn't count. That was a forced break on their part. But they rehash titles like Secret Wars, Heroes Reborn, Civil War 2. They did a Civil War 2, which is stupid. Just because Civil War was in the movies at the time. Sometimes I don't even bother with Marvel because I feel like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Heroes Reborn, this is like the full, I guess, Earth's Mightiest Heroes trade paperback. So if you're interested in them rehashing old names of old crossovers and doing something new with them, then that's for you. House of X, Powers of X trade paperback. We've got, so now we're into the trade paperbacks. Oh no, I guess they're just kind of stuck in there. This is King Deadpool trade paperback. That's another one in case you want to read the one of the latest versions of, looks like Frank Quietly artwork, but it's not. Russell Dodderman. And then we have, oh, there's 2 covers, my bad. It's Marvel, I forget. This is a really cool cover. Looks like watercolor by Matteo Lolli and Klaus Janson. And then we have Marvelverse graphic novel trade paperback Black Panther. So this is another trade paperback if you're a Black Panther fan. You want to look into that. Miles Morales Spider-Man number 28. And so let's see what this cover looks like. This is the Clone Saga reaches its climactic conclusion. So again, in true Marvel fashion, they're rehashing old storylines. The Clone Saga was a saga that, you know, wasn't well received. Really, there was a lot of backlash from it because they replaced the original Peter Parker with his clone, and basically anything you had read for the last like 20 years at that point wasn't the real Spider-Man, and people got mad and they didn't like it. And here, I guess Marvel thought, hey, let's do something similar with Miles Morales. Obviously, it's not going to be the exact same thing, but they're calling it the Clone Saga again, which I kind of feel again is, you know, just recycling old shit. They used to be the House of Ideas, and now it's just like, hey, let's bring this back. Let's bring this back. Hey, let's bring this back. You know, whether we want it or not. Here's a cool cover though. Miles as Captain America, and so I think that looks really, really cool with the shield and his modified Spider-Man slash, you know, Captain America ish costume. I don't know, that looks cool. I don't, you know, if I had the shield, I'd probably wear it on my back as I'm swinging through the air, but I'm not Miles, so I don't know. Anyway, that is a really cool cover though. Don't go that way. Okay. So then those two covers that apparently, if you're apparently I've never been online being, you know, I guess going up in value down the line. You can order as many as you want, and they'll be cover price as long as you order them by FOC or get to your comic store as early as you can on July 21st. All right, where are we? Moon Knight #1. So here we go. Moon Knight #1 by McNiven. That's a really detailed, crazy, awesome cover. As you may or may not know, Moon Knight is one of the next series that's going to come out on Disney Plus. It's currently being filmed. So here's a #1 couple. And so here they're showing all of them as Captain America. Okay. I mean, the artwork's great. You know, obviously Moon Knight wouldn't wear the red, white, and blue. And other than the shield, which doesn't even have the star, I don't see the... I don't know. There might be people who just want to collect all of these. Here's the Gist cover, or EM Gist or Gist. That's a cool painted cover. And he just beat up those thugs. All right, we're halfway through. I might have to speed it up here. Here's a Kyle Hote 25 incentive, so you're probably going to have to pay more than regular price, maybe $25 for that one particular cover. It's sent to us to convince us to order at least 25 of the other ones. All right, here's the Knock Headshot, John Romita Jr., a Virgin variant. That's a 1 in 200. We have to order 200 copies of Moon Knight 1, which I guarantee you we're not going to do. So we're not going to order this. A lot of people are not going to order 200 of them. If you buy this, it might cost you about $100, maybe even $200. But it probably is going to be rare, because I don't think a lot of stores are going to risk buying 200 issues of Moon Knight #1 when, you know, he's not a mainstream character that people can, you know, that people, you know offhand, you know. So anyway, here's the Torque cover. That's the 1 in 50. Veregi variant is not on there. The Young variant looks cute. That looks super cute. And we got Zapfino variant. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And that's it. Okay, Marvel, Miss Marvel trade paperback. All right, New Mutants #20. Weekend at Xavier's, and here's cover B. Who is that? Oh, that's Valkyrie, or like, not Valkyrie. What's her name? Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I don't know. I forgot. Reign of X trade paperback. No art for that one. Reptile #3. People were really specking on Reptile when he got his own series, so they went back to get his first appearance, and it's going for quite a bit. I don't know. Is he cool? I don't know. I haven't read Reptile. Here's cover 2. I guess he's Native American. Savage Avengers #22. Now here's something cool. It's the first appearance of the Ghost Rider, but from the Conan universe, from the Hyborian age. And he rode a giant freaking spider, guys. So I'm gonna pick this up, you know. Anyway, and Johnny Blaze isn't the first Ghost Rider that Conan has encountered. He knew one back at the Hyborian Age that rode a giant spider. The chapter proves you can't spell flashback without okay, good one there. Anyway, so that's only one cover for that one. Star Wars Darth Vader headshot. There's number 14. Then we got the Sprouse Lucasfilm variant. No artwork for that. And then we got this one. This one is War of the Bounty Hunters tie-in. Appearance of Umbaran Shadow People, but unclear if it's a new character or not. So Spec, if you will. Star Wars Bounty Hunter, Jabba the Hutt number 1. So this one should have a new Bounty Hunter appearance. Let me see if it says it on here. Does it say who? It just says first appearance of a new Bounty Hunter. So if the Bounty Hunter ends up coming out on, any of the TV series or movies, well, then this is going to continue. It's going to be a hot book and will go up in value, just as Boba Fett's first appearance has gone up in value. This is cover 2, and that's probably her. It's a 1 in 25, and so this could be her first cover appearance. So this might be one to pick up. First cover appearances do demand a premium if the character hits. And then we just got big Jabba the Hutt there. Thor and Loki, Double Trouble, trade paperback. Thor annual number 1. This is a 1 per 25. This is the regular. This is the start of a new series. Donny Cates's run on Thor is over, and now it's Aaron Kruder and a new art team. Oh, he's writing and drawing. Looks like it. And there's a Ron Lim connecting cover that'll connect apparently an infinite amount of covers. I wish Ron Lim would go back on Silver Surfer. And here's volume 2 of the Cates run trade paperback. Volume 6, and X Factor, X-Men Legends number 5. Peter David returns to place a missing piece of the X Factor puzzle. So I wasn't a big fan of that version of X Factor, so I won't be picking that up, me personally, but I will get some for the store. There's an action figure variant. There's a puzzle variant. Then we got some omnibuses from Ultimate Spider-Man. With different covers. Then we got, now we're into Boom. So this is Dark Blood number 1. And basically, this guy got powers in a world where people don't want him to have powers. And so it is a from the screenwriter of The Walking Dead and Into the Badlands. So that's something it's on. I think it's on Key Collectors Future Keys. So that's something you might want to get. That's cover A. I guess that's cover B, and a 1 in 10 that looks just like the other one, maybe without the trade dress, or it doesn't. I don't know. It might be a Virgin variant. I don't know. They don't always put the final artwork. Then this is a 1 in 25. This is a 1 in 50 that is, I guess, looks the same, and then an unlockable variant that we can only get 1 per store. And those usually do go for a premium. It's 1 per store. There's maybe 2,500, 3,000 stores in the U.S., so there'll be one of 2,500 or 3,000. Firefly brand new verse number 5. If you're a Firefly fan, their tales are continuing in comic book form. So there's a bunch of different covers, unlockable. Once in Future, another one that I want to read. I have the first trade paperback. That's probably next on my list to read. There's volume 3 coming out already. Power Rangers number 9. And that's a pretty cool cover. I believe that's old man Jason David Frank there. Yeah, that's a Draken. Then we got the Legacy variant. Then we got the 1 in 10, probably a Virgin variant of that. Then we got the 1 in 15, Virgin variant of the other one. A 1 in 25 that looks like some kind of manga version. Okay, it's all right. And then we got an FOC reveal one. Oh, this will be mixed in. So if you're a Power Rangers fan, it'll be mixed in. It's by Mirka Andolfo, and approximately one for every 10 issues. There'll be one hidden in there. So if you go to your comic store, check it out in there and see, you might snag one of those. And this is an unlockable variant. If I order any of covers A or B or F, I may order one Rian Gonzalez variant, and maybe that's a Virgin variant of that one. I'm not too sure. And then Proctor Valley, number 5 of 5. So this series is already ending. Cover A and B. And then we got 1 in 10. All right, let's keep going. So several covers. Save Yourself, number 2. Cover A and B. That looks cool. 1 in 10. 1 in 25, probably a Virgin variant. River of Ink trade paperback. Engine Ward, number 11. That's cover A and cover B. Heavy, number 7. And he's riding a unicorn flying Pegasus thing. Then we got cover B, not available. Wasted Space, number 22. Let me see. Eros Psyche, number 5. And then there's a bunch of those covers. Girls making out. A 1 in 30, 1 in 20, 1 in 10. Altered Carbon 1, Life, Death. Trade paperback. Altered Carbon is a show on Netflix. I think they had 2 seasons. Art of Vampirilla, hardcover. Army of Darkness, trade paperback. These are all from DE. Deja Thoris and John Carter, number 1s. Sorry guys, I'm kind of zooming through, because I do have to leave, and I've gone long enough. I don't think y'all care that much to hear me ramble and ramble. So I'll just show you these covers. Those are metal things over her nips, so no nudity there. Although sometimes they do have nude covers, but they don't show them here. To spare our eyes. James Bond, Agent of Spectre, number 5. Nancy Drew, trade paperback. Red Sonja, volume 3, The Children's Crusade. Then also Red Sonja Chaos. And then Sacred 6. It's like Red Sonja and Vampirilla and others joining up together. And so these are all the covers. Damn, that's a lot of covers. It's a lot of covers, a lot of covers, a lot of covers. So this Dynamite Entertainment is the one that puts they's out. Wow, they're still going with those covers. Vampirilla Interstellar, number 3. That is a Momoko cover. Vengeance of Vampirilla, number 20. And you can guarantee there's a million covers of these as well. All right. 1 in 30, a 1 in 40. Bubbler, number 6 from Fantagraphics. We got Broken Souls Ballad, number 1, second printing from Scout Comics. I don't know anything about this, but I'll probably grab one to check it out. Second printing, probably going to be under ordered, so it might go up in value as well. Action Lab, Argus trade paperback. Crash and Troy, number 1. S Factor, number 2. Zombie Tramp, cover A and cover B. You see what I mean? They put a little warning anytime there's any kind of nudity, so you know that if you get that cover, don't be surprised. All right, if there's a little bit of boobies. Zombie Tramp, 83. Cover C, D. Virgin variant. No art for those. Project Patron, number 4. Seven Swords, number 2. Silver City, number 3. Betty and Veronica, What If? What if they liked Jughead instead, and Archie's left there on the side in the friend zone. One line hardcover, don't know what that is. Rick and Morty New Hat, number 2. Cover A. Whoop, my phone just fell. Oh, somebody's calling. And let's see. Cover B. So number 1 probably will be hitting the stores soon if it hasn't just hit already. Extraordinary Chang. Ooh, that's a beautiful cover. Extraordinary number 2 by Nen Chang as far as the cover art goes. Okay. Cover B. Cover C, definitely Chang, the way to go. Michael Moorcock's Elric. Probably going to be picked up soon for something or other, but this is a library edition collecting a bunch of older comics. Progressive number 1. Probably not going to be heavily ordered, so maybe something you'd want to spec on. Here's a cover B. Looks like a Bob Ross variant. You know, in case that does get picked up. Zenoscope, I don't really see them getting picked up for any kind of shows or anything like that. And that's it. The rest is kind of like toys and models and things like that. Lord of the Ring action figures and all that good stuff. All right, guys. Ridley 37-inch resin statue. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool, and it'll only cost you $659 if you're the biggest Metroid fan. You know, you can place that order. I guarantee you, it's not going to be heavily ordered. You know, maybe a Gem Mint will unbox that one. We'll see. And then Power Lord Z 1/10 scale PVC statue. Anyway, guys, so that's it. Check out this craziness. We go on forever into the eternity. It looks kind of crazy. Look at that. Anyway, guys, this has been the FOC show live, Ramsey versus Comics. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, for watching, whatever. Even if you didn't watch, hey, thank you. If you didn't watch live, if you want to know more, like and subscribe. I do unboxings. I do sometimes reviews, different interviews. I have an interview with Jason David Frank. Actually, more of him telling a story on my channel as well. So if you're a Power Rangers fan, love the Green Ranger, check that out. Like, subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Okay, it's time to wow you with the crazy effects. Wow. All right, guys, I got to go to band practice. Bye-bye.